The history of sports is as old as humanity itself. For as long as there have been people, there have been games. Some games are simple, while others are complex. Some are played for fun, while others are played for keeps. But all games have one thing in common. They bring people together. Football is no different. Often called the beautiful game, it is played by over 240 million people worldwide. It transcends cultural and linguistic barriers and boasts a long and rich history. The origins of football can be traced back thousands of years, with evidence of ball games in ancient China, Greece and Rome. These early games were often violent and chaotic, yet they served as entertainment and a way for people to unite. In ancient China, for instance, there was a game called Cuju. It was a game of skill and strategy, played with a leather ball filled with feathers, aiming to kick the ball into a net. Cuju was immensely popular in China for centuries, even played by emperors and members of the imperial court. In the 19th century, football began to take on a more modern form, largely due to the efforts of the English Football Association, or the FA, founded in 1863. It was the first organisation of its kind in the world. The FA codified football rules and played a crucial role in spreading the game throughout England and beyond. One of the most significant decisions made by the FA was to outlaw the carrying of the ball, distinguishing football from rugby and leading to the development of the passing game central to modern football. The FA also standardised the size and weight of the football, ensuring a level playing field and making the sport fairer and more enjoyable. Thanks to these efforts, football quickly became one of the most popular sports in England, and by the end of the 19th century, it had spread to other parts of the world, gaining popularity in Europe and South America, and beginning to take hold in North America as well. Today, football is truly a global sport. It is played in every corner of the world and enjoyed by people of all ages and backgrounds. Football has the power to unite people and bring joy to millions, and it continues to have a rich history and a bright future. In the rest of this video, we'll delve deeper into the history of football, exploring its origins, the development of the modern game, and its global spread. We'll also celebrate some of the greatest players and teams in the history of the sport. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this journey through the history of the beautiful game. The 19th century was a time of great change in England. The Industrial Revolution was transforming the country from an agricultural society into an industrial powerhouse. Cities were expanding rapidly, and people from all walks of life were moving to urban centres in search of work. Amidst this social and economic upheaval, a new sport was taking shape: football. Emerging from various folk games played for centuries in England, these games often involved kicking a ball towards a goal but lacked standardised rules and could be quite violent. It was in the public schools of England, such as Eton College, Harrow School and Rugby School, that football began to take on a more organised form. These institutions developed their versions of the game, with codified rules and regular competitions. While these early versions of football differed in some respects, they shared common features, most notably the emphasis on running with the ball rather than kicking it. This would change in the latter half of the 19th century, as the rules of football were codified, and the game began to evolve into the sport we know and love today. The public schools played a crucial role in the development of football. They provided a structured environment and instilled a love of the sport. Many early pioneers, including Football Association founders, were educated there. The influence extended beyond the playing field. Values of fair play, sportsmanship and teamwork became central to the game. Public schools provided a network for football to spread. Graduates formed clubs and popularized the game. By the 1860s, football had become a national pastime. In 1863, 12 London-based football clubs gathered to establish universal rules for football. This meeting marked the birth of the Football Association, FA. The FA agreed on 13 rules, forming the basis for modern football. These rules standardised pitch size, player numbers and match duration. The FA's establishment was a watershed moment, paving the way for a national sport. The FA's decision to prohibit carrying the ball proved to be a pivotal moment in the history of football. It led to a schism within the sport, as those who favoured a more rugby-like game broke away to form their own governing body, the Rugby Football Union, in 1871. This division between football and rugby was more than just a rule difference. It reflected a deeper philosophical divide about the nature of the game. Football, emphasising passing and teamwork, came to be seen as a more skillful and less brutal sport than rugby. It was a game that required intelligence, finesse and artistry rather than just brute force. The split between football and rugby also had geographical implications. While rugby remained popular in certain parts of England, particularly in the southwest, football quickly spread to other parts of the country and beyond. Its appeal transcended social class and it soon became the most popular sport in England. The emergence of football as a distinct sport separate from rugby allowed it to develop its own unique identity. It paved the way for the creation of dedicated leagues and competitions, and it fostered a sense of rivalry and competition that fueled the sport's growth. As the 19th century drew to a close, football underwent a profound transformation, longer confined to the elite public schools. It had become a sport embraced by people from all walks of life. The industrial working class in particular found in football a source of camaraderie, entertainment and escape from the drudgery of factory life. The rise of organised labour and the growth of industrial cities created fertile ground for the spread of football. Factories and other workplaces formed their teams, providing opportunities for workers to socialise and compete against each other. Pubs and social clubs became hubs for football fans, where they could gather to discuss the latest results and cheer on their local teams. This growing popularity of football did not go unnoticed by entrepreneurs. Recognising the commercial potential of this burgeoning sport, they began to invest in clubs, build stadiums and charge admission to matches. The professionalisation of football had begun. The transformation of football from a pastime of the elite to a sport embraced by the masses was a testament to its universal appeal. It was a game that transcended social barriers, uniting people from all walks of life in a shared passion for the beautiful game. As football gained a foothold in England, it spread across the English Channel, captivating Europe. Charles William Alcock played a pivotal role in the formation of the Football Association. He organised the first international match between England and Scotland in 1872. From these beginnings, international football grew rapidly. The passion for the game united people across Europe. In Germany, football's journey took a unique turn, finding its early champions not on muddy pitches, but within the hallowed halls of academia. Two names stand out as pioneers of German football: August Hermann and Konrad Koch. These visionary educators recognized the physical and social benefits of the sport and introduced it to their students in the 1870s. Hermann, a teacher at the Martino-Katharineum Gymnasium in Braunschweig, incorporated football into his physical education classes, believing it to be an ideal activity for promoting teamwork and discipline. Koch, a language teacher at the Gelehrtenschule des Johanneums in Hamburg, shared Hermann's enthusiasm for the sport and saw its potential to foster camaraderie and physical development among his students. However, football faced resistance from some quarters in Germany. Traditionalists viewed it as an import that threatened established German sports and values. Undeterred, Hermann and Koch persisted, their passion for the game eventually winning over skeptics. Their efforts laid the foundation for the phenomenal rise of German football. Schools became breeding grounds for future stars, and the sport gradually spread from the confines of gymnasiums to dedicated football pitches across the country. German football's journey from the classroom to the global stage is a testament to the enduring power of vision, perseverance, and a shared love of the beautiful game. Across the Atlantic, soccer faced challenges in the United States. Immigrants brought their love of the game, forming clubs in cities like St. Louis. Soccer struggled against the rise of American football. Despite this, soccer found pockets of support. The NASL in 1968 marked a significant step forward. Major League Soccer's 1996 launch brought stability and growth. Back in Europe, the post-war period witnessed a surge in the popularity of football, with clubs emerging as powerful symbols of regional pride and identity. As the game grew increasingly professionalized and competitive, a desire for continental club competition began to take root. The vision of a pan-European club tournament was brought to life in 1955 with the creation of the European Champion Clubs Cup, later rebranded as the UEFA Champions League. Conceived by Gabriel Hanaut, the editor of French sports newspaper L'Équipe, the tournament pitted the champion clubs of Europe's domestic leagues against each other in a knockout format, culminating in a grand finale that would determine the continent's best team. The inaugural edition of the European Cup, won by Real Madrid, captivated audiences across Europe, marking the beginning of a new era in club football. The tournament quickly gained prestige and captured the imaginations of fans, becoming a coveted prize for clubs across the continent. The success of the European Cup inspired the creation of other continental club competitions, such as the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup and the UEFA Cup, later rebranded as the UEFA Europa League. These tournaments provided additional opportunities for clubs to test themselves against their European counterparts, further fueling the growth and popularity of the sport. As football's popularity soared in the 20th century, FIFA, founded in 1904, unified national football associations and established universal rules. FIFA's most significant contribution was the FIFA World Cup, established in 1930. The World Cup, a quadrennial tournament, became the pinnacle of international football. The first World Cup in Uruguay in 1930 saw 13 teams compete, with the host nation winning. The tournament's popularity grew, captivating billions worldwide. The World Cup showcased top talent and served as a platform for cultural exchange. It brought nations together, fostering unity and a shared passion for football. The World Cup remains a global spectacle, transcending sport. Post-World War II, football emerged as a beacon of hope amidst rebuilding efforts. Across Europe, football provided collective joy and unity. Stadiums were rebuilt, and fans flocked back, eager for normalcy. The post-war years saw a surge in attendance, making football integral to social life. Returning soldiers brought their passion for football home, inspiring new clubs and players. This resurgence wasn't limited to Europe. Globally, football's popularity soared. Nations embraced football's unifying spirit, transcending cultural barriers. Football became a symbol of renewal and shared love for the game. The sport's ability to unite people was more evident than ever. Football's post-war boom solidified its place in global culture. The latter half of the 20th century saw football transform into a global entertainment industry. Television and commercialization propelled football into a new era. Fans could now follow their favorite teams from home, increasing the sport's popularity. Businesses invested heavily in sponsorships, advertising and merchandising. Clubs professionalized, investing in facilities and top players. Super clubs like Real Madrid and Manchester United emerged, dominating leagues. These clubs with global fan bases became synonymous with modern football. The media capitalized on the public's insatiable appetite for football news. Football's commercial potential grew, attracting younger generations. The sport's transformation into a global industry was complete. Despite commercialization, football remains a simple, accessible game. From Rio's streets to English fields, football captivates hearts worldwide. Its simplicity and minimal requirements make it universally appealing. Football transcends cultural and linguistic barriers, fostering community. Children are drawn to the thrill of scoring and teamwork. For many, football is a way of life and personal growth. Whether professional or makeshift, football unites and inspires. The sport celebrates competition, camaraderie, and the human spirit. Football's universal appeal lies in its simplicity and accessibility. It continues to inspire dreams and captivate hearts globally. Football's evolution created a divide between professional and amateur games. Professional football is driven by commercial interests and glory. Amateur football remains rooted in community and love for the game. Aspiring players dream of professional success, dedicating countless hours. For many, football is a cherished pastime, not a job. Both levels play vital roles in football's ecosystem. Professional football provides entertainment and inspiration. Amateur football fosters community spirit and physical activity. Both share a common bond, love for the beautiful game. Football unites and brings joy regardless of the level played. Football faces challenges and opportunities in a new era. Inclusivity is a significant trend, breaking barriers for women and marginalized communities. Women's football is gaining popularity and support. Technology transforms football with VR and data analytics. Social media and streaming services engage fans and provide new content avenues. Football grapples with the need for greater sustainability. Initiatives reduce environmental impact, promoting energy efficiency and sustainable travel. The quest for a greener football is gaining momentum. Football recognizes its responsibility to address climate change. Innovation and inclusivity shape the future of the beautiful game. Football transcends borders, languages and cultures, uniting people. The FIFA World Cup captivates billions, showcasing football's unifying spirit. Football is a language understood by all, fostering cross-cultural understanding. Rivalries are fierce but respectful, with players embracing after matches. The World Cup showcases unique cultures and traditions globally. Fans interact and celebrate together, breaking down barriers. Football creates a carnival atmosphere, celebrating diversity. In a divided world, football reminds us of our shared humanity. It transcends political and ideological differences, promoting fair play. Football unites people in a shared love for the beautiful game. Football's cultural impact extends beyond the pitch, influencing art, music, fashion and language. It inspires countless works of art, literature and cinema. Iconic photographs and murals showcase football's influence. Writers explore football's dramatic narratives and emotional impact. Books like Fever Pitch and Football in Sun and Shadow offer insights into the sport. Films like Bend It Like Beckham and Goal capture football's essence. Football's cultural impact is a testament to its power as inspiration and entertainment. The sport shapes cultures and influences trends worldwide. Football's cultural significance is undeniable and far-reaching. It leaves an indelible mark on the world stage. Football has evolved into a multi-billion-dollar global industry. Broadcasting rights, sponsorship deals, and merchandise drive the sport's financial clout. Satellite television revolutionized football's financial landscape. Matches are beamed live globally, generating unprecedented revenue. Player salaries surged as clubs competed for top talent. Transfer fees reached astronomical levels, with players becoming global commodities. Critics argue commercialization has come at the expense of the sport's soul. Despite concerns, football's financial success allows investment in infrastructure and talent. The challenge is balancing commercial imperatives with preserving football's integrity. Football's financial success expands its global reach and impact. Football faces issues like corruption, hooliganism, racism, and greed. Corruption scandals have eroded public trust in the sport's integrity. Efforts to combat corruption include stricter regulations and transparency. Hooliganism, though reduced, still plagues football. Increased security and community outreach promote tolerance among fans. Racism manifests in various forms, requiring education and awareness campaigns. Stricter sanctions and greater diversity are needed to combat racism. Addressing football's dark side is essential for its future. Football must remain a force for good in the world. Safeguarding the sport's positive impact is crucial. Football retains its power to inspire, offer hope and effect positive change. From grassroots initiatives to global campaigns, football transcends sport to become a catalyst for progress. In many parts of the world, football provides a lifeline, offering purpose and belonging. Organizations like the Homeless World Cup empower marginalized groups, building skills and confidence. Football's global reach makes it ideal for raising awareness about social issues. Players, clubs and governing bodies use their influence to advocate for social causes. Football extends beyond the game, inspiring hope and creating a just world. As we've journeyed through the rich history of football, we've witnessed its remarkable evolution from humble beginnings to a global phenomenon. From ancient ball games to the modern spectacle of the FIFA World Cup, football has transcended time and culture, captivating hearts and inspiring dreams across generations. It's a testament to the enduring human spirit, a shared language that needs no translation, a source of joy, passion and camaraderie that unites us all. Football's impact extends far beyond the pitch, shaping cultures, influencing fashion, inspiring art, and fostering a sense of community that transcends borders and beliefs. It's a powerful tool for social change, promoting education, health, and equality in disadvantaged communities around the world. From grassroots initiatives to global campaigns, football has the power to inspire hope, break down barriers, and create a more just and equitable world for all. The beautiful game has faced its share of challenges, from corruption scandals to hooliganism and discrimination, yet despite these obstacles, football's inherent goodness shines through. The spirit of fair play, the respect between opponents, and the unwavering support of fans. These are the hallmarks of a sport that celebrates our shared humanity and reminds us that we are all connected by a love for the beautiful game. As technology continues to evolve at an unprecedented pace, football is poised to enter a new era of innovation and transformation. From virtual reality experiences that transport fans to the heart of the action, to artificial intelligence-powered analysis that enhances player performance, the future of football promises to be even more immersive, engaging and accessible to fans around the world. The quest for sustainability is also shaping the future of football. Clubs, leagues and governing bodies are increasingly embracing eco-friendly practices, from building energy-efficient stadiums to promoting sustainable transportation options for fans. The goal is to create a greener, more responsible football industry that minimizes its environmental impact while maximizing its positive social contributions. As the global appeal of women's football continues to grow, we can expect to see greater investment, increased media coverage, and a surge in popularity for the women's game. The future of football is undoubtedly more inclusive, with women and girls playing an increasingly prominent role at all levels of the sport. Football has left an indelible mark on the world, shaping cultures, inspiring generations, and creating memories that will last a lifetime. The legendary players, the unforgettable matches, the passionate fans, these are the threads that weave the rich tapestry of football history, a legacy that will continue to inspire and entertain for generations to come. As we celebrate the beautiful games past, present and future, let us remember that football is more than just a sport. It's a reflection of our shared humanity, a celebration of our passion, our resilience and our unwavering belief in the power of dreams. It's a reminder that even in a world often divided by differences, we can always find common ground in our love for the beautiful game. So let the games continue, let the goals flow, and let the passion for football burn brightly in the hearts of millions around the world. For in the spirit of the beautiful game, we find hope, inspiration, and a reminder that we are all connected by our shared love for this extraordinary sport.